Dear students of standard 11 and 12, today again I am back to your class. Today I will explain some more facts about circuit. You all are well known with Ohm's law, isn't it? From your 9-10 level you know it. So Ohm's law, again I am reading it. Ohm's law, if I current is passed through any conductor at constant temperature, then the current will be proportional to the potential difference at the two ends of the conductor, or the potential difference is proportional to the current that flows through the conductor at constant temperature. So we can write V is proportional to I, and from here we can get V equal to IR, where R is the resistance. So from here, from this formula, we can calculate I equal to V by R. Now, you know, resistance can be arranged in a circuit in two ways, in series combination and in parallel combination. Look at the figure. Here, all the resistors are connected one after another. So that connection is known as series connection. In the series combination, the amount of current is same, but the potential difference at the two ends of the resistor are different. Look, suppose if I want to find out the potential difference on this point and at this point, then the potential difference will be equal to the electromotive force of the cell. But if I want to find out the potential difference at this point and at this point, then there will be different potential difference. Then at this 2 point also different, and at this 2 point also different. That means in series combination, current is same, but potential difference is different. So the equivalent resistance in series combination will be just you will add all the resistance. So R equivalent in series equal to R1 plus R2 plus dot dot dot. That means how many resistors will be there? Those resistors will be added in series combination. Look at this figure. Here I have drawn a parallel circuit. There in parallel circuit, same voltage but current is different, because at this point the current will be divided into two parts. One is I1 that will go through R1, and one is I2 that will go through R2. Okay, so the equivalent resistance in parallel combination will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 inverse. Is it clear? Now I will show you the combination of cells. So look at the circuit, everybody. Here the electromotive force of the cell is E, and here I have written on R, small r, that is internal resistance, and in the external circuit there is another resistance, capital R. Okay, so what is internal resistance? In order to pass through the cell, when current passes through the cell, then the current has to overcome the internal resistance of the cell, that is due to the chemical substance and other material of the cell. That is known as internal resistance. So in order to overcome internal resistance, the electromotive force of the battery, that means electrical energy, it has to be used for two purposes. That means one is this V, that means the electromotive force is one part will be used to overcome the external resistance R, that is V, and the other part V prime will be used to overcome the internal resistance. So E equal to V plus V prime. Here this V is the terminal voltage, but terminal potential difference. That means the potential difference across the resistance in the external circuit is known as terminal voltage. So this V equal to, if I current pass through, I current is supplied by the battery, then I current is passed through R, then V equal to IR, and V prime equal to I into small r, because this internal resistance is R. So from this equation we can calculate the value of I equal to E by R plus R. You can also write down it as V by R plus R. It will not be wrong, because E and V is literally same, that is voltage. So when internal resistance will be given in any circuit, that time you will use this formula. That's why I kept it in this box. You must memorize the formula. Okay. Now what I will explain you, I have already told you. I will show you how to calculate the equivalent electromotive force if the cells are arranged in series and parallel combination. Look at the figure. Here all the cells having the same strength E and having the same internal resistance small r are connected one after another in a series combination. And in this figure, here the cells having the same strength E and having the same internal resistance are connected in parallel combination. So how we will find out the current from those two circuits? Look. So IS equal to ES by R plus RS. That means E electromotive force which are connected in series connection and the internal resistance which are connected in the series connection. Look here, ES, that means when the cells are connected in series combination, then ES equal to E1 plus E2 plus dot 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 NE, because all the cells have having the same strength, that is E. So we can write NE if there are n number of electromotive force. Okay, so we can write it as NE. And RS equal to R1 plus R2, in this way NR. So the final equation that comes IS equal to, we can write NE by R plus NR. So if this type of problems are given in your exam, you will use this formula when the cells are arranged in series combination. Then the amount of current will be IS equal to NE by R plus NR. Do you understand? Now I will show you parallel combination. So in parallel combination, that means when the cells are arranged in parallel combination, then the equivalent electromotive force in parallel combination will be electromotive force of any of the cells. That means all the cells having the same strength, that is E. So here just we will take the electromotive force of any of the cells. EP equal to E and RP equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R, because all the internal resistance are R, up to, we can write if there is M number of internal resistance, so we can write M by R inverse 1. So at last RP can be obtained R by M. So by putting the value of RP in the equation, I equal to E by capital R plus small r. If we put in that equation, then the result comes like this. IP equal to, that means the current in parallel combination, when the cells are arranged in parallel combination, equal to ME by MR plus small r. So dear students, these type of maths also come into your HSC examination. You will practice this type of math which are given in your book. Now I will show you another circuit. Look at the circuit, everybody. This is a combined circuit, that means there is series connection and also parallel combination. Look here, there is parallel combination. Now from this circuit we have to find out these 5 things. If we can solve this circuit, then it will help you to solve MCQ or other type of questions. Here we have to find out the equivalent resistance of the total circuit, then reading of ammeter. Look, with 2 ohm resistance, there is an ammeter which I have colored blue with blue color. So you have to find out the ammeter reading which is blue colored. Then potential difference PD, that means potential difference across 4 ohm resistor and 6 ohm resistor. So across this resistor and across this resistor, we have to find out the potential difference. Reading of ammeter, that is black color. Look, here the ammeter is colored with black, and we have to find out terminal velocity. If we are able to find out these five things from this circuit, then many things can be clear to you. Now, R equivalent resistance. So at first these two are parallel, so the parallel combination equivalent resistance of this parallel combination will be what? 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3, that inverse 1, that will be 2 ohm. So simply here I can by combining these two I can get here only 2 ohm. Okay, so the total resistance will be what? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. So the equivalent resistance of the circuit is what? 10 ohm. So if the equivalent resistance is 10 ohm, then the main current of the circuit will be what? You know, V equal to IR. So I equal to V by R, I equal to V by R, isn't it? That means 30 by 10, that is equal to 3 ampere. So the main current of the circuit is 3 ampere. Now, reading of the ammeter A, which is colored with blue color. Acha. So ammeter reading of A. So you know these 3 ampere current, the voltage source of the cell will supply 3 ampere current. So that 3 ampere current will flow through this 2 ohm resistor, isn't it? That means the ammeter reading will be 3 ampere. Understand? So the answer of this is what? 3 ampere. Now potential difference across 4 ohm and 6 ohm. Okay. So this 3 ampere current, here, this 3 ampere current here will be divided into 2 parts. One will go through 6 ohm and another one will go through 3 ohm. Okay. So look, here the equivalent resistance of the 6 ohm and 3 ohm is what? 2 ohm. That means the potential difference at the two end of 2 ohm will be what? You know, V equal to IR. Okay. So V equal to IR, that means here the potential difference across 2 ohm will be V equal to IR, that means 3 into 2, that is equal to 6 volt. Okay. So you know in parallel combination the voltage remains same. That means the potential difference that we got across this equivalent resistance 2 ohm is 6 volt. That should be the potential difference across this 6 ohm and across this 3 ohm. Okay. So if the potential difference at the two end of this 6 ohm resistor, we get what? 6 volt. Okay. So the current flows through that will be what? You know, V equal to IR. So the potential difference at the two end is 6 volt and the resistance is 6 ohm. So I equal to what? V by R. So here through this the flowing current I1 will be 6 by 6, that is equal to 1 ampere. That means 1 ampere current flows through that direction and obviously 2 ampere current flows through this direction. And these 1 ampere and these 2 ampere at this point again becomes 3 ampere and will go through 1 ohm resistance and also 4 ohm resistance. So now we will find out in C number potential difference across 4 ohm and 6 ohm. The potential difference across 6 ohm is already found out, that is 6 volt. Now potential device across 4 ohm. So here I have connect one voltmeter. So the voltmeter connects measures what? Potential difference or voltage across any resistor. So V equal to what? IR. Here I is 3 ampere and R is 4. That means the voltage will be 12 volt. Okay. Now, so the the number reading of ammeter, that is colored with black, that previously I have found out. That means the reading of this ammeter. So this ammeter will measure the current flow that goes through the 6 ohm resistor. So across 6 ohm resistor, the potential difference is what? 6 volt, and the resistance is 6 ohm. So here I1 that can be measured by this black colored ammeter is 1 ampere. Okay, so up to 4 number we have found out. Now I will find out terminal voltage. Now I will find out terminal voltage. So previously I have shown you V equal to E minus IR. Okay, so here V is the terminal voltage, that is voltage across the external resistance. Okay, and E is the EMF, and IR, that is the voltage drop across the internal resistance. So here E is, electromotive force of the cell, that is 30 volt, and I is 3 ampere, and R, that is small r, is 1 ohm. So I get terminal voltage is 27 volt. Again in another way I can show you. This becomes 27 volt. Look, across 2 ohm resistance the voltage will be what? If 3 ampere current pass through 2 ohm resistance, then voltage across 2 ohm will be what? Be equal to IR, that is equal to 6 volt. Now here also 6 volt, 6, 6, 12. Then here 3 ampere current pass through 1 ohm resistance, be equal to IR. So here potential difference across this is 3 volt. Okay, so 12 plus 3 is 15, and here 12 is equal to 27 volt. It is proved. Now I will show you some other circuit. Look everybody, there is an interesting circuit for you. Here R1, R2, R3, R4, R5 all are connected one after another. So easily you can find out the equivalent resistance by adding all them, isn't it? You can find out that, but there is a problem created here. Look, these 2 points are connected with the connecting wire, and also these 2 points are connected with the connecting wire. So when these 2 points, okay, are connected with these wire, then current will not go through this direction, because there is resistance. Current rather choose this path, because there is no electrical instrument in this path. That means there is no resistance. So this is known as short. Okay, that in this way short circuit happens. So that path is known as short. That means so at these 2 points there will be no potential difference. As there is no potential difference, that means the potential at this point and the potential at this point remains same. So we can name them as the same point. So if I name it as suppose C, okay, so then this also will be C. Again you can have see from here these 2 points, this point and that point. Not C, now they have to be there to be better. Then there will be a serial. Okay. Look, these 2 points are connected with a connecting wire. So the current will choose this path, as there is no electrical instrument, and that is known as short. So the potential at this point and the potential at that point is same. So we can name them as the same point. That means if this point is C and that point also will be C. So now we have to find out the equivalent resistance between A to D. From A to D we have to find out the equivalent resistance. So at first, how will we find out that? At first we will just give the node A, B, C, D. Okay. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. This 4 node. Now, from A to B, which one distance? R1. R1 is connected from A to B. Now, B to C, R2 is connected. R2. Again, from B to C, R3 is also connected. This is R2, R3, and from B to C also R4 is connected. That means R2, R3 and R4 all are parallel combination. Now C to D there is another resistance R5. This is R1. Look, here I have given the value of R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 equal to R4 equal to R5. All are having the same value, that is 1 ohm. So here all are 1. So here equivalent resistance. At first we will solve this. So RP will be what? RP will be what? 1 by 1 by 1 by R inverse. That means 1. It will be 1. No. Sorry, no. 1 not 1 by 1. And that will be 1 by 3. So RP will be 1 by 3. And R1 equal to 1 and R5 equal to 1. So then when these 3 are equivalent resistance becomes 1 by 3. So in place of R2, R3, R5 we can write only R2. That means the circuit becomes R1, RP, R5. So R1, RP and R5 now are in series combination. So R1 equal to, so here the series resistance will be 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 will be what? 3 plus 1 plus 3. That means 7 by 3. So the equivalent resistance between A to D will be 7 by 3. In this way, this type of circuit can be given in your HSC examination or in any competitive examination. So you will practice. If you get this type of circuit in your test paper, in your book, you must practice. Goodbye everybody.